The tiny home movement has evolved dramatically in recent years, and 2025 marks a pivotal moment where vintage charm meets cutting-edge functionality in the most enchanting way possible. The shabby chic aesthetic, with its romantic pastels, weathered textures, and gentle imperfections, has found a perfect home within the constraints of compact living spaces, proving that square footage has no bearing on style, comfort, or emotional resonance. This design approach transforms the limitations of tiny living into opportunities for creative expression, where every carefully chosen element serves both practical and aesthetic purposes, while maintaining the dreamy, collected over time quality that defines authentic shabby chic style.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Shabby Chic Tiny Homes 2025. Cozy modern interiors with vintage elegance and smart layouts. What makes shabby chic particularly suited to tiny home living is its emphasis on multifunctional beauty and the art of thoughtful curation rather than accumulation. This design philosophy naturally aligns with the tiny home ethos of intentional living, where every possession must earn its place through both utility and joy, creating spaces that feel abundant in comfort and style despite their modest dimensions. The 2025 interpretation of shabby chic tiny homes embraces smart technology integration, sustainable materials, and innovative storage solutions, while maintaining the romantic, vintage-inspired aesthetic that makes these spaces feel like storybook retreats rather than cramped quarters. As we explore the 5 essential elements that define this trending approach to tiny home design, you'll discover how to maximize both beauty and functionality in compact spaces through strategic color choices, clever furniture selections, textile layering techniques, space-saving layouts, and storage solutions that honor the shabby chic aesthetic while meeting the practical demands of modern tiny house living. Each element offers scalable solutions that can be adapted to various tiny home styles and budgets, proving that romantic elegance and practical functionality can coexist beautifully in spaces that celebrate both vintage charm and contemporary innovation. 1. Soft pastels and romantic touches. Shabby chic color trends for tiny homes. Elegant pastel color schemes for cozy tiny house interiors. Transform your compact living space into a dreamy sanctuary through the strategic use of muted pinks, soft blues, and creamy whites that create an ethereal shabby chic aesthetic, perfectly suited to small space living. These gentle hues work together to establish visual flow throughout your tiny home, while reflecting precious natural light to make rooms feel more spacious and airy than their actual dimensions might suggest. The beauty of pastel palettes in 2025 tiny home design lies in their ability to blend nostalgic warmth with modern minimalism, creating spaces that feel both historically grounded and thoroughly contemporary in their approach to comfort and functionality. Choose colors that transition smoothly from one area to another. Perhaps soft lavender in the sleeping loft flowing into pale sage in the living area, to create visual continuity that makes your tiny home feel like a cohesive, elegant whole, rather than a series of disconnected rooms. Shabby chic wall colors that make small spaces feel bigger. Master the art of space-enhancing color selection by choosing wall paints that serve double duty, as both beautiful backdrops and optical illusions that expand your tiny home's perceived dimensions. Soft mint green provides a fresh, organic feeling that connects indoor spaces with nature while reflecting light in flattering ways throughout the day, while pale lavender adds romantic sophistication without overwhelming compact rooms with heavy color saturation. Antique rose offers warmth and femininity while maintaining the light-reflecting properties essential for tiny space success. And when used strategically, perhaps as an accent wall in a sleeping area or bathroom, it creates intimate focal points without shrinking the overall space. These light-reflecting tones help small homes appear larger, while maintaining the cozy, elegant atmosphere that makes shabby chic tiny homes feel like romantic retreats rather than merely functional shelters. Romantic pastel accents for shabby chic furniture and decor. Infuse personality and charm into every corner of your tiny home through carefully chosen pastel accents that add color and character without overwhelming your limited square footage. Select soft-colored furniture pieces, perhaps a pale blue vintage chair or a mint green side table, that serve as both functional necessities and decorative focal points, ensuring every piece in your tiny home earns its place through both beauty and utility. Pair these colored furniture elements with distressed wood textures, delicate lace details, or weathered metal accents to create the layered, collected over time aesthetic that defines authentic shabby chic style, while maintaining the fresh, contemporary feel that makes tiny homes so appealing to modern families. In 2025, these romantic pastel accents continue to be essential elements in stylish small space living, proving that limited square footage need not mean limited style or personal expression. Two, vintage furniture finds, blending antique charm with modern function. Timeless vintage pieces that fit perfectly in small homes. Curate your tiny home with carefully selected vintage furniture that maximizes both character and functionality, while respecting the spatial constraints that define successful small space living. Seek out compact vintage dressers with multiple small drawers for efficient organization, repurposed steamer trunks that serve as both coffee tables and storage solutions, and petite antique chairs that provide seating without overwhelming your living areas with bulk or visual weight. The secret to successful vintage integration in tiny homes lies in choosing pieces with appropriate scale, items that feel substantial enough to anchor a space while remaining proportionate to your home's intimate dimensions. In 2025, vintage furniture remains a cornerstone of cozy shabby chic design because these pieces bring soul, history, and authentic character that cannot be replicated in mass-produced contemporary alternatives, while their proven durability ensures they'll withstand the intensive use that tiny home living demands. Smart storage using vintage shabby chic furniture. Maximize every precious inch of your tiny home through dual-purpose vintage furniture that combines authentic shabby chic style with the clever storage solutions essential for comfortable small space living. Hunt for antique benches with lift-up seats that can store seasonal linens or extra bedding, vintage wardrobes that can be repurposed as entertainment centers or kitchen pantries, and wall-mounted apothecary cabinets that provide both display space and hidden storage for everyday essentials. These multifunctional pieces keep clutter at bay while preserving the charming, worn-in aesthetic that makes shabby chic interiors feel authentic and lived in rather than contrived or overly precious. Repurposing old furniture for shabby chic interior style. Embrace the DIY spirit that defines both tiny home living and shabby chic aesthetics by transforming thrift store finds and inherited pieces into custom furniture that perfectly suits your space and style preferences. A simple application of chalk paint and soft pastels, strategic distressing with sandpaper, and the addition of vintage-inspired hardware can completely transform an ordinary table or dresser into a shabby chic masterpiece that looks like a treasured family heirloom. This hands-on approach to furniture creation allows you to achieve exactly the right scale, color, and functionality for your specific tiny home, while staying within budget and supporting sustainable living practices through creative reuse. Three, textiles, linens, and cozy layers, creating a soft and inviting atmosphere. Layered comfort with shabby chic textiles in tiny homes. Transform your compact living space into a luxurious retreat through the thoughtful layering of shabby chic textiles that add warmth, comfort, and visual interest without creating clutter or overwhelming your limited square footage. Begin with foundational pieces like lace-trimmed curtains that filter light beautifully while providing privacy. Then add layers through ruffled bedding, embroidered throw pillows, and soft knitted blankets in coordinating neutral and floral tones that create depth and coziness. The art of textile layering in tiny homes requires restraint and strategic planning. Each fabric element should contribute to the overall comfort and beauty while serving practical purposes like insulation, noise dampening, or seasonal adaptation. Shabby chic fabric ideas for small living spaces. Select fabrics that enhance your tiny home's shabby chic aesthetic while supporting the practical demands of small space, living through materials that are both beautiful and functional. Incorporate faded floral cushions that can be easily stored when not needed, vintage-style slipcovers that protect furniture while adding romantic charm, and embroidered table linens that transform simple meals into special occasions worthy of celebration. Choose fabrics in light, breathable materials like cotton and linen that maintain freshness in compact spaces, while avoiding heavy or dark textiles that might make small rooms feel cramped or oppressive. '25 trend: mixing vintage patterns for cozy tiny interiors. Embrace the confident pattern mixing that defines contemporary shabby chic style by combining floral prints with gingham checks, delicate stripes, and vintage-inspired geometrics within neutral color palettes that maintain visual harmony while adding personality and depth. This eclectic approach to pattern integration allows tiny home owners to express personal style and create visual interest without overwhelming limited square footage with competing designs or colors that fragment the space. The key to successful pattern mixing in tiny homes lies in maintaining consistent undertones and scale relationships, perhaps combining large cabbage roses with small gingham checks, or mixing delicate floral sprigs with broader stripes, all unified by shared color families that create cohesion amid variety. This design strategy has become essential in 2025 shabby chic interiors because it allows tiny homes to feel rich, layered, and personally meaningful, while maintaining the calm, uncluttered atmosphere necessary for comfortable small space living. Four, tiny kitchen charm, rustic cabinetry and vintage-inspired accessories. Shabby chic kitchen design ideas for small spaces. Create a kitchen that maximizes both functionality and romantic charm within the spatial constraints of tiny home, living through thoughtful design choices that honor shabby chic aesthetics while meeting modern cooking and storage needs. Install open shelving in distressed or whitewashed wood to display beautiful dishes while keeping everyday items easily accessible. Choose soft-hued cabinet colors like sage green or antique white that reflect light and create visual spaciousness, and incorporate vintage-inspired hardware and brass or pewter finishes that add authentic character to contemporary cabinetry. Add romantic touches through floral-patterned cafe curtains, vintage-style pendant lighting, and perhaps a small farmhouse sink that provides both practical functionality and authentic period appeal. Compact kitchen layouts with antique-inspired touches. Optimize your tiny kitchen's efficiency through smart layout planning that incorporates antique-inspired elements while maximizing every inch of available space for cooking, storage, and food preparation. Consider galley-style configurations that line opposite walls with vintage-style cabinetry and modern appliances, or L-shaped arrangements that tuck efficiently into corners while providing ample counter space for meal preparation and casual dining. Incorporate antique or vintage reproduction elements like farmhouse apron sinks, subway tile backsplashes, or glass front cabinets that display beautiful dishware while maintaining the open, airy feeling essential for tiny space success. The 2025 focus on layout efficiency means that every element in your tiny kitchen must serve multiple purposes, perhaps a vintage-style island that provides additional storage, workspace, and seating simultaneously, creating cooking spaces that honor shabby chic aesthetics while meeting the intensive functional demands of tiny home living. Vintage kitchen accessories that add big character. Infuse your compact kitchen with personality and charm through carefully chosen vintage accessories that provide both functional value and decorative appeal, without cluttering precious counter and storage space. Display collections of copper pans on wall-mounted racks that serve as both storage and decorative elements. Arrange vintage floral teacups on open shelving where they can be easily accessed for daily use. And add textile touches like lace-edged table runners or embroidered dish towels that introduce softness and romantic detail to hardworking kitchen surfaces. These authentic vintage accessories are easily swapped seasonally, allowing you to refresh your kitchen's appearance throughout the year, while maintaining your investment in quality pieces that improve with age and use. Five, smart layouts and space-saving tips with shabby chic style. Creative floor plans for tiny homes with shabby chic elegance. Design your tiny home layout to maximize both spatial flow and aesthetic appeal through open configurations that allow vintage decor elements to shine without creating visual clutter or impeding movement through your compact spaces. Implement multifunctional furniture arrangements where antique pieces serve room-dividing purposes, perhaps using a vintage screen to separate sleeping and living areas, or positioning a beautiful armoire to define distinct zones while providing essential storage and display opportunities. Install floating shelves with distressed finishes that provide storage and display space without consuming valuable floor area. And consider loft spaces that take advantage of vertical dimensions while maintaining the open, airy feeling that makes tiny homes feel larger than their actual square footage. Space-saving shabby chic furniture for small homes. Select furniture pieces that maximize utility while maintaining the romantic character essential to shabby chic design through innovative pieces that serve multiple functions without sacrificing beauty or authenticity. Choose fold-out dining tables with distressed finishes that expand for entertaining and contract for daily living. Invest in nesting tables or stools that store efficiently while providing extra seating when needed. And select vintage wardrobes or armoires with hidden compartments that house everything from clothing to entertainment equipment, while maintaining their original decorative appeal. These multifunctional furniture solutions ensure that every piece in your tiny home earns its place through both practical value and aesthetic contribution, creating interiors that feel both efficiently organized and romantically inspiring. Shabby chic decor ideas for small spaces that feel bigger. Employ optical illusions and strategic design choices that make your tiny home feel significantly more spacious, while maintaining the cozy, intimate character that makes shabby chic interiors so emotionally appealing. Position mirrors with ornate, distressed frames opposite windows to reflect natural light and outdoor views throughout your interior spaces. Use light color palettes that bounce illumination around rooms while maintaining visual cohesion, and implement vertical storage solutions that draw the eye upward while keeping floor areas clear and uncluttered. Layer and decor elements that add softness and romance. Perhaps vintage lace curtains, delicate floral wallpaper used sparingly as accent walls, or collections of white ceramic vessels that reflect light while adding textural interest. Conclusion. The evolution of shabby chic design within the tiny home movement represents a perfect marriage of aesthetic beauty and practical innovation, proving that romantic elegance can not only survive but actually thrive within the constraints of compact living. The 2025 interpretation of this beloved style demonstrates how thoughtful design choices, creative storage solutions, and strategic color applications can transform the smallest spaces into sanctuaries that feel both historically grounded and thoroughly modern in their approach to comfort and functionality. This design approach validates the tiny home philosophy that quality of life is determined not by square footage, but by the intentionality, beauty, and personal meaning we bring to our living spaces through careful curation and creative vision. As the tiny home movement continues to grow and evolve, the shabby chic approach offers a compelling alternative to stark minimalism or industrial aesthetics, proving that small spaces can be both highly functional and deeply romantic. The key lies in understanding that true luxury is not about size or expense, but about the quality of materials, the thoughtfulness of design decisions, and the personal meaning we invest in our living environments. Through careful attention to color, texture, pattern, and function, tiny homes can become not just efficient shelters but emotional sanctuaries that celebrate both the practicality of small space living and the enduring human need for beauty, comfort, and personal expression in the places we call home.